What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing, and today I'm going to be predicting the outcome of Cody Crowley versus Josesito Lopez, and this is going to be a 10-rounder in the welterweight division, and this fight is going to be Saturday, April 16th from the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, and this fight is going to be broadcasted on Showtime pay-per-view, and to get both fighters' resumes, Cody Crowley, fighting out of Canada, holds a record of 20 wins, no defeats, with 9 wins coming by way of knockout. He's currently ranked number 10 by BoxRec in the welterweight division. Until this is one single excellent win, he's coming off a unanimous upset decision victory over Kudratio Abdulkakarov, and that really skyrocketed him into the top 10 in the welterweight division. It was really a very solid and very excellent performance. And to get his opponent's resume, Josesito Lopez, fighting out of the United States, holds a record of 38 wins with 8 defeats and 21 wins coming by way of knockout. He's currently not ranked by BoxRec due to inactivity. However, he's also a former WBA welterweight world champion, and he's also a former WBC world title challenger. Until this, first of all, his 8 defeats, he has a unanimous decision loss to Rodrigo Lopez, a split decision defeat to Wes Ferguson, a majority decision loss to Edgar Santana, a split decision defeat to Jesse Vargas, a knockout loss to Canelo Alvarez, a knockout loss to Marcos Maidana, a knockout loss to Andre Berto, and a majority decision defeat to Keith Thurman. And to list some of his best victories, he has a unanimous decision win over Mike Dallas Jr., a knockout win over Victor Ortiz, a knockout win over John Molina Jr., and he has a knockout win over Francisco Santana. And so really, Josesito Lopez, he's been in the game for years now, and he's got over 40 fights, very solid fighter, and here he's taking on the up-and-coming Cody Crowley. So in my opinion, I believe that Cody Crowley, the undefeated top 10 welterweight, will get the job done. I think that he will get a unanimous decision win over Josesito Lopez. So Cody Crowley, very fast, very aggressive pressure fighter, very solid fighter, has great stamina. We saw that against Abdulkakarov. He did not stop. He did not let Abdulkakarov go that entire fight. He was winning every single round, obviously, or he won every single round in that fight, except when he got flashed with one shot, when he was a bit careless against Abdulkakarov after he hurt him. But otherwise, that was a very, very excellent performance. I know one judge had it close, but the other two had it like 9-1 in favor of Crowley, 8-2. It was really that type of fight, a dominant performance by him. So, Josesito Lopez, he does hit harder than Abdulkakarov, and Crowley does have to watch out for that. If Crowley's a bit careless like he was against Abdulkakarov when he got dropped, I could definitely see Crowley getting flashed with one shot, or not flash knocked out, but it flashed with a knockdown, obviously. And I think that he will get back up from it if he does. But I'm just saying it's definitely an option. I'm not saying that it will happen or will not happen, but it's definitely there. It's there in every single fight, but in this one, it's definitely something that you need to look out for, that Crowley could get caught with. But otherwise, I think Crowley is the better fighter than Josesito Lopez at this point. If it was a couple of years ago, maybe I might be saying a different thing. Being that a couple of years ago, Josesito Lopez, was giving Keith Thurman a fight and was beating a lot of decent guys. But now, since Lopez hasn't fought in over a year and a half, since he fought Santana, and he's been a bit more inactive since then. I just don't really think he's going to be as fast and as explosive as he was a couple years ago. And I think that Crowley, being that he likes to counter his opponents a lot and is very accurate as well and just really doesn't stop, I think that his shots will be landing there first, and that's for Crowley, being that he's the younger and faster man. However, as I mentioned before, if Lopez does trade and land shots on Crowley, he could definitely score a flash knockdown. That's definitely very possible. And the one thing that he does have over Crowley by far is the power. He's definitely much more powerful than Crowley. He's definitely the more powerful of the two. Definitely the more experienced of the two, being that he's fought a lot of very, very good fighters and given some of them really, really tough tests. I just think that Crowley overall is the better boxer in this fight, and I think that if Crowley gets this win, he's definitely due for another big fight. being that he beat Abubakarov, and if he's able to beat Lopez on pay-per-view, he could definitely be in the lines to face, might even possibly someone in the top 10. Maybe a Geronimo if he gets past Castillo Clayton, which he most likely will. Someone like that, like a really, really good fighter that's rising up in the ranks as well, or as a former world champion, someone like that. But how I see this fight going down round by round, specifically how I'm going to break it down, I believe that Crowley will start off strong, will come forward a bit, but I think Lopez will make it competitive in the first half. I do think this fight could be close in the scorecards. I do think after 5 rounds it could be 40-47, if not 49-46 in favor of Crowley. However, as the fight goes on, I think Crowley will start to really break down Lopez a bit more, being that Lopez is just going on like 37 or 38 years old. I think that he's going to be slowing down a bit more as the fight goes on, and Crowley only gets stronger as the fight goes on, being that he has a really unstoppable gas tank, really good stamina in him. I do think that he will start to win rounds easier as the fight goes on, but I do think that after 10 rounds, I do not think this fight will end in a stoppage. I do think it will go the full distance, but after 10 rounds, I think we could be seeing Cody Crowley's hand getting raised, and I think that the judges will score this bout 97-93 twice and 96-94 once. And I think that both of these fighters will actually come forward a lot, and I think that actually Josesito Lopez every now and then might sort of stray away from the pressure fighting and might just start to box a bit more on the outside and trying to counter Crowley a bit, because Crowley is really just a primarily come forward fighter, as opposed to Lopez, who sometimes you like to see, or sometimes you might see him counterpunch a bit. But I think that both these fighters will primarily be fighting coming forward, and I think that this will be a really good and fun fight to watch. So as I mentioned before, I think that Crowley will get a unanimous decision win, and it could be a bit closer on the scorecards, being that both these guys are coming forward a bit, I believe they will come forward a bit. So comment down below your thoughts on this fight, who you think is going to win and what is next for the winner, and specifically like your scorecard for this fight, if you think it goes the distance, and or a specific round, and who you think will win by knockout, if you think it will end before 10. So overall, I believe that Cody Crowley will defeat Josesito Lopez by unanimous decision. And once again, I believe that the judges will score this bout 97-93 twice and 96-94 once. And that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.